So, today's been a shit day. I don't know that I would fly Air Canada again after dealing with that. It wasn't necessarily the flight, it wasn't the flight attendants, but it was just the airport in Toronto, you know, the people at the gates. I'm over it. The coffee sucked in the Toronto airport. And, you know, if you know me, you know my blog runs on coffee. So that definitely did not help with, you know, the headaches you get with traveling and just having to deal with all the people and rush here, wait there, yada yada. So we go from Barcelona to Toronto to Philly. Well, we get into Philly. Of course, we had to check our bags prior when we got into Barcelona because we brought back wine. And of course, I mean, why wouldn't you? You're in Spain. But as soon as we get into Philly, we have to go and get our bags from baggage claim because we had one more flight from Philly to Atlanta, which is where we're currently sitting. And as soon as we got there, we got our bags. That went smoothly. Well, then we got all turned around, having to go here, having to go there. Thought we were getting on a Delta flight because that's what we normally fly back into Atlanta. Silly me, it was actually American Airlines, so we had to go back outside, haul ass down, like, you know, a block it felt like, to get to American Airlines. We're waiting in line at American Airlines, and there's a couple of people ahead of us. Well, the guy right in front of me, he goes on, he's like, yeah, you know, I'm going to Vegas, yada yada. I boarded at 8:50, we boarded at 8:40, or we took off at 8:40. So, you know, we're both kind of rushing to get to our, you know, flight. We had to check bags. Well, what does he do? Oh, hold on a minute, bro, hold on a minute. 4 of his guy friends come up that are going on the trip with him, that are dragging ass. They come up and get in front of us, and they're all trying to check bags. They're taking shoes off. They're going through their bags, trying to figure out if they should put their key in their bag or in their pocket and all that shit. So finally, we get that situated with them. They leave. Come to find out, their fucking flight doesn't even pick up until, or take off until 10:15. It had been delayed. Ours was still on time. Philly always lets us down, and we always have delays. And the one day we needed them to let us down, they didn't. So it was on time. So we get our bags checked. We haul butt over to our next place. And then we end up going, what?
Move the mirrors around, sorry.
Oh. Anyway, sorry, we're like running on like no sleep. Where am I? Oh, so, you know, get on the flight, yada yada, get to Atlanta and go down. They brought us in a different terminal or a different gate, so we had to go catch the little metro all the way over to the T gate. Get there, try to find our baggage. Well, we had to go down and around the corner and into this old part of the airport and all this amazingness. It was shit-tastic. And we find the carousel that our bags were supposed to be on, except our bags were not on there. So we go into the lost luggage and we have to file a claim that, you know, our bags aren't here. Well, come to find out, our bags are still sitting in Philly because it had taken us such a long time to pick our bags up, to reboard them, and all that crap. So anyway, so now tomorrow sometime, or today sometime, since it's midnight, they should arrive at my dad's house. So that'll be interesting. Hopefully the wine didn't bust. We had 3 bottles and we wrapped them and rolled them in clothes like we normally do. So hopefully that'll still be intact. If not, I'll be smelling like adult grape juice for a while. But the last thing on our list was to, now that we're in Atlanta, we have to pick up our rental car. And we use Budget this time around. We've used Hertz and Enterprise. Usually use Enterprise when we're in Europe. It just comes out cheaper. But this time around, per my mother-in-law, we used Budget. Well, finally get our way back over here because now this is on the other side of the airport. So we get down to Budget, and you know, we're kind of picking at her. You know, it's kind of nice having someone to talk to. We're like, oh my god, we're so tired, we've been go and haven't had any sleep, kind of napped a little bit. And Michael goes, oh, you know, you could hook us up with like a Camaro SS. And she goes, oh, that'd be nice. I don't know. Yeah, that'd be nice if we had one. She said, that sounds fancy. And I said, well, you know, we don't have it because, you know, this is budget and all. So I'm sure, you know, that's not going to be, you know, high priority. And, you know, my booking was like for like a Altima or a Honda or something of some sort. So, you know, so we're like, all right. So she gives us the keys and we head on to the parking garage to find our car, knowing, you know, that we're about to have to find some coffee, something to eat, and some good music because we have 5.5 hours ahead of us. Yeah, 5.5 hours more that we have to drive to get to Mobile so that we can crash and pick up our babies from their little boarding house because we miss them terribly. And anyway, I'm going on and on because I'm fucking exhausted. So I'm going to pause it here and pick up and show you what our car looks like.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna show you really quick what it looks like.
This is what we got. Woo! And it's an SS. Bed right there to prove it. Look who's driving.